The Baptist Joint Committee Fellows Program equips young professionals for a lifetime of religious liberty advocacy. Since 2015, the Baptist Joint Committee for Religious Liberty has selected 10 fellows each year, bringing them to Colonial Williamsburg for an intensive and interactive seminar. Members of the BJC staff, other scholars, and historical interpreters lead sessions to deepen the fellows' historical, legal, and theological understandings of religious liberty.
Part of the fellows' experience has been to come here to Colonial Williamsburg. It's obviously a place of education by immersion, so being thrown into situations where you can run into people who are churning butter or riding horses and whatnot.
I was fascinated to see that the tour guide we worked with is someone who very particularly focuses on religious history. And so what was really fascinating was to then, for the rest of the week, as we talked about the history of how religious liberty developed as part of the fabric of the nation, to have seen the places where this was happening and where the groundwork was being laid.
Having the opportunity to hear from Thomas Jefferson was an incredible opportunity just to experience history for ourselves.
What stuck out to me was the Baptist influence on religious liberty. I feel like that had just sort of been grazed over before, and I hadn't really learned much about it in depth.
Having gone to divinity school, I do not know much about the legal process the way that we've been able to learn it here. Learning the way that free exercise and the Establishment Clause actually gets exercised in practice is something new that I learned.
A lot of times you get in the echo chamber of looking at it from a certain perspective as a law student, a lawyer, someone with knowledge of the law, and it was refreshing to strip some of that stuff away and look at it differently.
One of the things that was the most meaningful to me was spending time with the fellows and the staff. The amount of camaraderie, but also to understand that there's other people in this journey that take this as seriously as I do, that we are wrestling with these issues, not only the staff that are doing it professionally, but the 10 of us lay people.
Everyone has been very passionate about religious freedom, and that passion has just ignited the whole room, and it has also inspired me.
I also have appreciated being with other young leaders who are trying to balance family and work and community activism.
One of the things that I hope to do is to challenge other clergy and community leaders to understand the importance of religious freedom. And you cannot be a person of color, you cannot be a person, a faith-based person, and not be concerned about the needs and concerns of all people.
And my hope is that I can be a part of really introducing a lot of members of the Jewish community to Baptist tradition and Baptist ideology and Baptist theology, and making it more accessible to them so that people feel comfortable engaging with different groups. And I feel that way about a lot of religious traditions, but specifically coming out of this, I feel more able to speak on the Baptist tradition, and not speak for, but sort of speak in friendship with.
BJC Fellows uphold the mission of the Baptist Joint Committee to defend and extend religious liberty for all, and put that commitment into action in their communities and contexts across the country.